The kinds of businesses that should look at energy efficiency are anything in the built environment, so offices, pubs and clubs, aged care, hospitals, schools, anything that has lighting, air conditioning, and then also any manufacturer, anyone that has lots of equipment that uses lots of energy should look at energy efficiency.
So when a business does a energy efficiency project, the return on investments are really interesting, and I think this is where we're starting to get some really good traction. If we start with investment property for residential, people expect about a 6%. With recent projects we've done, the return on investments are focused from anywhere from 20 to 38%. That's a really good return on investment. That means that your money is either straight to your bottom line or it frees up operating expense money to be invested in other areas of the business.
I can't think of why any business shouldn't at least look at their energy costs. We think that any business is going to be able to save at least 10% on their energy costs. Typically, we save upwards of 20, 30, 40% with most of our clients. But we haven't come across one yet that we can't save at least 10% with.
So if a company wants to look at energy efficiency projects, the first step is to actually have their bill analysed by an expert, because there's a lot of information in there. That leads to them understanding their energy profile of their business. That leads to identifying their largest users. And then that leads you into starting to make strategic decisions about where to put their time, energy and money. So for example, energy efficiency projects, one business might see that lighting is 30% of their consumption, so they focus there. Hairdressers have a massive hot water bill, so they focus their first steps there. Car showrooms have high air conditioning costs, so they focus their first steps there. So it's understanding your energy profile, and then it's starting to take action once you have those numbers and you have those strategic background knowledge.
It used to be thought of as a fixed cost, but it's definitely not a fixed cost. It's a variable that can be controlled. And once you've identified where the biggest energy users are, then have a look at what are the oldest items of equipment. Anything older than 10, 15 years is likely to have been designed when energy was cheap. So new equipment will be much more efficient than older equipment. The most common things that businesses are doing are lighting upgrades and solar panels. Air conditioning is one of the hidden energy users. It's not as visible as things like lighting. It's hidden away in the plant room, chugging away, using energy until one day it fails and then it needs to be replaced. And often the first thing that businesses do is just replace it with like for like. And that locks in your inefficiencies for another 10 to 15 years.
When we talk about the future of energy efficiency, there are three areas that are really emerging. The first is that we have lots of examples now of businesses doing energy efficiency projects within their business, and they're really gaining financial understanding and financial benefits, and we have the finance loans starting to appear. Businesses are going to get a lot more comfortable in doing very commonsensical productivity efficiency gains in their business. Once you've done that, you look at solar. Now, solar is just commercially, it exploded in the last 12 months in New South Wales. So many businesses are very keen and aware for solar, and it is easy to do and it makes good sense for daytime consumption. So there's a lot of businesses who operate from 9 to 5 that this is a good 30-35% reduction. Then you've got your businesses like your manufacturers or your shops where they're open till 5 or 11 p.m. and you've got the afternoon peak demands, and the afternoon time with the western sun, you still get really strong generation. With battery coming online as well, there's a lot of big future, and that's going to be very exciting over the next 3 to 5 years.